out of competition. The others have been in to correct the damage caused by this accident in turn number 1 at the Sao Paulo Indy 300 on Versus. Next Sunday, the UFC arrives on Versus with a stacked card. Brandon the Truth Vera and John Bones Jones collide in a dynamic light heavyweight battle. And it's a clash of Brazilian heavyweights as Junior Dos Santos takes on Gabriel Gonzalez. The UFC live next Sunday at 9 o'clock Eastern, only on Versus. Well, some excitement in the first corner of our race here in Brazil. The big contact was between Moraes and Andretti. Not the first time that these two cars have had a meeting on the racetrack. This is Indy last year, lap 1.
And if you remember, look at that. Marco was not very complimentary of Mario coming over on him, and we may see more of that this year. Right now, we're starting the year in 2010. This is not a good way to get the love affair off with. At the very back. Watch him right now. There's the black car. He gets sideways and up and over. Put your head down, Marco.
Marco is okay. We saw him get out of his car. Jack, you have more from the pits.
Well, don't be concerned if that bad blood continues. Mario Moraes is the first one, as you saw, out of his car. Was invited to come down here and tell us his version of what happened. He said very hotly, I respectfully declined. Let me see if I can calm down, and then maybe we might come back. Think we might be able to get Marco Andretti as soon as he is checked out and released. But it's fairly obvious when you talk to both teams that they too remember what you just showed. And that, of course, is what happened in Indianapolis.
And, Jack, I think for Mario Moraes, what he's going to be upset about, he's going to be upset at himself. He knows that he was at the back. He came in. He overcooked it. That certainly no way could you say that was Marco Andretti's fault. Now, there was some difference of opinion at Indy. They were running side by side. Who gave each other room? And, of course, they had lots of colorful things to say about each other. This one, Mario Moraes, he's in his home country, and he overcooked it. So he's going to be upset at himself.
Well, hopefully we'll get that soundbite from him and see what he says.
So 6 laps have been completed, and none of them really under green. Marco has been checked at the care center and released. That is great news. Boy, for a scary looking accident, it's nice to know that he is not injured at all and has been cleared to drive. But the car will not be in drivable condition, at least for this race.
The one thing that hopefully will unfold here is with these long straightaways, sure, we really haven't had our full lap of green flag racing yet, but guys that have shuffled to the back and have come in and topped off their fuel tanks, part of what really is allowing them to do that at a lot of street courses, hey, it's really tough to pass. But the opportunity that is presented here with these long straightaways, these 2 long straightaways, guys maybe feel, hey, if I do have a faster car, I can get my way back to the front.
The Homacho safety team slowly going down. That was the same area we saw a wing fly off. I believe that was from Briscoe. So they want to be sure there's no carbon fiber laying around on the racetrack, because that could cut a tire, and that could definitely ruin your day.
Before Indy this year, we race on only 1 oval, so a lot of street, road, and circuit racing.
So Briscoe,
there you can see that Briscoe made another pit stop.
But he didn't actually stop, though.
There is the exit to the pits off of corner number 6, and you have to keep all 4 wheels under that yellow line there on the left of your screen.
Now, he'll be told by race control that he has to go back to where he was. That was kind of a clever idea. Let's go through the pits and pick up quite a few spots, but they'll say no.
I don't think so.
because he actually didn't go into his pit box for any service there. He was just trying to drive through pit lane and grab some spots.
That's a clever idea.
Didn't get away with it.
Well, he hasn't actually physically been moved back yet, but we anticipate that'll happen.
A for effort.
Yep.
Or maybe more. We'll see.
More on the schedule before the Indianapolis 500. The Indy Grand Prix of Alabama at Barber Motorsports Park will be on April 11th at 3 o'clock. That is a natural terrain road course. And then, of course, the Grand Prix of Long Beach on the streets of Long Beach at 3:30 on April the 18th. The next race in the series will be on ABC. That is in St. Petersburg. And then after Long Beach, they will race on the oval at Kansas before going to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the month of May.
And a nice shot while you're doing that, Bob, of he just slots into position, Ryan Briscoe. So he's picking up the spot where he's supposed to be. It did look like they were going to do something on the car and change their mind. I don't think they were trying to pull a fast one there, but you never know.
Come on, Jan, come on.
All right, one more lap and we will go green. And hopefully a much safer and more entertaining start than that one.
Yeah. But I mean, what's tough here, this is going down into turn one, right where that incident was. This is the slowest corner on the track, down to first gear, and you know, just you got all the anxiety, excitement of the beginning of the year, and that's what can happen.
Jack, we're going to be going green here before long.
Yeah, that little move by Team Penske did not go unnoticed up and down pit road. You should have heard the radio traffic to all the drivers, led by Mike Hull to Scott Dixon, saying, hey, listen, they just figured out a way to pick up spots. And everybody calm down, and here in Brazil, we like to do it a little slow and easy.
And that's a funny comment because I talked to Mike Hull before the season, and I said, what do you do to always improve yourself? You guys are the one that's everybody's shooting for with your dominance. He said, my job is to manage the frustration. So just keep everybody calm, keep them on focus.
That ain't easy.
No, not in this sport, not. Everybody out here wants to win. You want to be the fastest guy of every session. You want to be, you know, if you're back fighting for 15th, you want to be 14th. But he says, manage the frustration. Is that what you do to us, Bob?
I was just going to say.
I am much less successful at that. All right, getting set for the restart now. Still on the backstretch. They will come down to the hairpin, turn number 11, and then stand on it.
And like we say, nobody really knows what the other guy has. We talked about downforce level being part of this package. Who's got more downforce? Who's got little downforce? We don't know because we haven't gotten in the rhythm here to see what guys have at the end of these long straightaways because of our first, didn't really get through that first turn of the first lap, did we?
So what do you think, guys? Since they're in single file formation, are we going to see everybody make it through 1, 2, 3, and 4 successfully this time?
Unlikely.
you got guys further back.
Nice.
You know, this is the time to take advantage of opportunity.
Here we go. Off of turn number 11. And the Apex Brazil restart happens, and we are back to racing. Everybody down that front stretch with a little bit of dust still being kicked up. Here they come through that section that we had the problem in, turns 1 and 2.
Danica was kind of protecting the inside there a little bit. Not that anybody was challenging her, but she just took that even choice away from anybody.
There's 3 and 4, and everybody appears to be okay. So down one of the long straightaways, we'll call this the front stretch here, as the drivers get on the accelerator hard for the first time. And look how bumpy it is. Jack Arute is standing by with Marco Andretti involved in that scary-looking crash on the first lap. Jack?
And a heck of a way to start the 2010 IZOD IndyCar campaign, but from your perspective, do you have any idea what happened?
Yeah, we got hit from behind. I mean, normally when you can't see a foot in front of you, something inside your brain should tell you to lift. But I don't know, just a big disappointment for the Venom guys. But you know, I guess we can't expect much more. When we start in the back, we caught a penalty in qualifying, unfortunately, because Matos and I got together. But it's amazing that it just slipped away that easily, because you know, it looks like the Andretti Autosport cars are beginning to get some pace. So now we just pull for them.
How tough was it to be in the cockpit for as long as you were while they peeled that other car off of you?
Yeah, well, I need a minute to get my bearings anyway. I mean, hit my head pretty hard, but you know, fortunately, we're all right.
Thanks, Marco.
Thank you.
Guys.
Yeah, thanks for talking with us, Marco. Good to see that you are okay.
He was really relatively calm about what had transpired there, wasn't he?
All right, first is Franchitti, second